Good morning and welcome to the Morning Sprint. I'm Brittany Weir, bringing you the top stories of the day. As always, any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, put that in that comment section below, and I will take a second to look at those. We'll start today with some breaking news from overnight. Sean Gwynn, who is the man who escaped police custody on Tuesday, has been captured. Gwynn was being transported back from a court appearance when kicked out the window of a deputy's vehicle and escaped. Well, the deputy driving the car was uninjured, and the details of the arrest are limited. We are working for you to find out more as this develops, and again, if we find out more details, we will have those available for you on our website, but you can find all the stories since we've been following this story on WSLS.com. And major concern for parents in the Roanoke area. A lot of school threats recently happening in the past 24 to 48 hours. 4 threats were made in 24 hours toward Roanoke City schools, and now parents are calling for change and want metal detectors installed. Well, in a video released online, Roanoke City leaders spoke against the rise in school threats. They say if the threats continue, schools will consider the following: adding days to the school calendar to make up for lost time, canceling events like homecoming, sporting events, clubs, and concerts. And I know this is a major concern right now for many parents and guardians across the Roanoke Valley and just across the nation as well. But if you are someone who has a student in one of these schools who received one of the threats this week, or if you are a teacher or a counselor, administrator, whoever, let us know what your thoughts are right now. What is going through your head? We've heard from a couple of parents who are saying, it's scary, and they're considering, should I be pulling my kid out of school? Should I be homeschooling them? Or some are saying, I don't have an option to do that, but these lockdowns keep happening. Obviously, it's a cause for concern. So let us know your thoughts in the comments section. I will take a second to look at those after this next story. And if you didn't hear, in-person absentee voting starts today. You will need some form of ID to vote in person. Early voting ends Saturday, November 5th. Absentee ballots can be requested through October 28th, and Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th. So just something to be aware of if you're someone who prefers to early vote now. Again, that the last day for early voting is Saturday, November 5th. And if you are someone who is trying to help with local relief from Hurricane Fiona, well, here is some good news on a way for you to help out. God's Pit Crew will assemble blessing buckets today. The organization says they will send some of them to Puerto Rico. The 5-gallon buckets will be filled with emergency items and non-perishable foods. The event is from 9:30 to noon at Moore's on Edgewood Drive. So in about half an hour or so that will begin, and Gleaning for the World will collect supplies in front of Sam's Club in Lynchburg. It's Monday through Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. So again, if you are looking for a way to give back or help out, there's 2 options for you there, and we do have those details available for you online. Going to take a second and look at any comments coming through at the moment to see if there's any. Just a couple good morning comments. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And if you didn't see this last story, it's pretty interesting. Let us know your thoughts about this new robot that we introduced to you this morning on our morning show. Take a look at this. So staffing shortages are a big problem nationwide, so many robot waiters are the answer. Local businesses fallen in love with theirs. Look at that. We'll meet the newest employee at Kendall at Lexington Retirement Community. His name is Alfredo. So the robot was hired to work as a busboy, but he can also serve food and drinks. With the press of a button, Alfredo will head to a preset stations throughout the dining room and kitchen, and the goal is to take the burden off of human employees, especially since they are understaffed.
Anything that helps the staff is great for us. We have a wonderful staff here. They're very cheerful. They're very helpful. And
very cool to see that there. And in case you were wondering, well, Alfredo has a French accent too, so that's pretty cool for them there. Let us know if this is something you've seen before. I know it's becoming quite popular at some retirement communities. Look at that video there, just how he works. Pretty cool there. Let us know your thoughts, what you think of these new robots, and maybe we'll start seeing them in other restaurants throughout the Roanoke Valley too. As we know, those staffing shortages, a lot of places are hiring right now. So let us know what you think of these robots. I'm going to take a second and look at some comments before I log off for the day, seeing if there's any new comments coming through. Let's see these. So we do have one comment coming through about the school safety story, about all those threats that have been coming into Roanoke City schools. Steven says schools should have phone tracing systems to track these calls down quickly. I'm sure they have something, but I haven't heard it advertised. So that was from Steven. Thank you so much for your comment. We have done a couple of stories about some of the programs that are in place at some of these school systems for safety and for lockdown purposes. We recently did a story about Roanoke County schools who have a system in place where all teachers can automatically lock down the school from an app on their phone. They can also communicate with each other from this app. And so there's a couple of stories like that on our website if you would like to check them out. But thank you so much for your comment. Do appreciate it. And as always, if you guys want any more details on these stories, you can head to our website at WSLS.com. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a good Friday and a good rest of your weekend.